So we're going to look up the Universal Orlando promotions and deals for the standalone deals and promotions, and how to build a vacation package through them, which I think is a lot, honestly, easier, but it's a lot more cohesive and a lot more collective as far as the actual what it includes, because it does give you the option of doing, again, the bus from the airport as well as flights, which is really, really cool in my opinion, just if you wanted to go that route and build it all the way through. So we are on the main page here for them right now. So we've got the Epic Universe promotion, of course, because those went on sale just last week. So that's where we're starting out, again, just from the main Universal Orlando websites. Now, for the deals section and promotions, not the package, but again, just for the deals section for now, we're going to go to the hotels and packages part first. Get a whole, and then we got their list of all the hotels that they offer right now. We're going to go to special offers. Now, again, this is not for Florida residents at all. They offer those. They definitely do, but we're not going to do that because we're going to look at general special offers that they're offering as a company. Now, if you want to, just for the record, you can see the Florida resident only pricing right here is by clicking that, and you can enter in your information. It'll switch over to that pricing. Now, Universal, in my opinion, is a lot more open, a lot more lenient, and a lot more offering, if you will. They do, in my opinion, offer a lot more than Disney World as far as offers go, because they do discount tickets, or even they flat out offer like BOGOs, like buy one get one free, or they even right now they have, and I'll show you in a minute. I believe they even have a lot of times where if you buy 2 days, you get 2 days free, just because they want you to spend more and more time there. That's the whole idea. So that's cool. So the first thing that we have the option of doing is, again, where you can save on hotels. So again, save 30% on 4+ nights at 2 brand new hotels, and it'll tell you all the information as far as what date you have to book by. Right here, the travel time, and again, it's mostly Sunday through Thursday through these dates, and then the actual names of the hotel. So this is primarily for their newest ones of Stella Nova and Terra Luna resorts as well, and it does include early park admission, of course, the bus transportation, all that kind of stuff, and you can book through there. Now, if you keep going down below, this is where it gets fun, because Universal, again, like I said before, Universal offers quite a bit more options for making packages be more cohesive and collectively together, meaning you can kind of literally customize your own package, which I'll go through in a minute here as well. So they have a whole entire Wizarding World of a Harry Potter vacation experience that really, I've never done it, but it does pretty much take everything that is that's Harry Potter oriented, not including Epic Universe. I should preface that, not including Epic Universe, but all the currently open stuff, and build it into a really cool kind of wizard welcoming package, if you will, where you get a wand and all that kind of stuff with it too, which is really cool. And then if we go below here, this is where all the fun kind of packages go to, and then they give you kind of a rough idea. So they give you all their hotel options right here below, and then you can kind of scroll through this and see what the price tag is and the summary of the hotel, and then that's where you start off with. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually go to the bundling package part, meaning that we're going to start a package from scratch, and we're going to do that. So we're going to go to hotels and packages again from the top here, and we're going to do a vacation packages. So here's where we start. So kind of the same as Disney World in a way. We're going to either choose your options, where you can do either hotel and tickets only. You'll enter in your dates and the guest amounts. It has all that includes, meaning the early park admission and the bus transportation as well. And then again, you have all the different types and options of it. So you can do the create your own stay of a package with Epic Universe built in, which almost every ticket does now if it's more than 3 days or 2 days. In general, you have an annual pass vacation package, and of course the one I mentioned before, the Wizarding World exclusive one, where it has all that stuff included with it, which is really cool, and photo opportunity, all that kind of stuff. Now, you also have a really cool thing too, where you can create your own version of it too, where you can kind of customize and pick and choose. It does discount things a little bit, but it's not as much as if you did like a very kind of certain vacation package like these are below. The other thing that's really cool too that I do a lot is that when Halloween Horror Nights is around, or in season, or for sale, I should say, for tickets, when those Halloween Horror Nights tickets are available, you can actually do a really cool vacation package. Like the one that I do for Halloween Horror Nights is I actually choose their version where you can do, because I usually go there for like 48 hours. Like I go in there, I do the RIP tour. I go in there and I will literally do 1 night or 2 nights at the most at Cabana Bay Beach Resort. I will do the tour, the RIP tour for Halloween Horror Nights. It includes a ticket within the actual package, and then I just do it all in 2 days and I come back home. It's a really quick trip, but they have a really cool bundle that they do that, and I love that they offer that, because otherwise it's all separate. It gets really expensive, or a lot more expensive that way. So we're going to do this. Now the other thing too is going to be that you can also add in your flights, which is cool. So I'm going to, just to show you, I'm going to give you guys that entire experience here. So we're going to do where I'm from, essentially, which is going to be, or where I fly from. We're going to do Minneapolis to Orlando, obviously, and we're going to do the dates of, or say for now, we'll do Midsummer, kind of just to match it to what I did for Disney. So let's just do the 16th through the 20th, and then I'm going to match it with the same amount of guests, so 2 adults and 2 kids, and then again they asked for the ages for that obvious reason of that. So there we go. We're going to update the package, and then we're going to hit go for search, and then it's going to give you, again, based off of what they currently offer overall, all those different package options and a pricing starting point, because again, Universal Orlando is very much it's a starting to go up pricing, and you'll see with the more you add on, it'll get more expensive, but it'll also discount itself down too for tickets and all that based on what you add. So we've got the one where you've got the Epic Universe option, and then the dates that it has that you're required to go, travel times, what it includes, all that. Harry Potter one as well. So that's the primary 2 ones as well. We're going to start this one with the Epic Universe one, because that's the most kind of relevant current park. So we're going to do the start booking on that one for that price. And again, this is the package price right here that we have for again, 2 adults and 2 kids. We're going to do that. Here we go. So now this is where it gets fun, and why I love Universal Orlando a little bit more for the packaging, because you can actually choose. I mean, you can choose hotels the same way Disney World, I guess, in the same sense. But I love the fact that you can really customize it. There's a lot more options, I feel like, with Universal Orlando. So for me, I'm going to do what I usually do, honestly. I'm going to go to Universal Cabana Bay Beach Resort, and here we go, already discount. So you're going to be saving money, because it's an older, quote-unquote, older hotel, which, it is, but it's still a great hotel. I love staying there. I'm not really a huge fan of the new hotels yet, personally. Just, I mean, I never stayed there, but they don't look much better to me than the Cabana Bay. So I'm going to do this one, and again, it is because I am building this up as a vacation package. I get a discount on the hotel right there from its seasonal rate. That is seasonal rate. So I'm going to select that hotel. Again, just the hotel, not the rooms. Get rid of this thing again and again. Now, by default, it is including the standard room here, okay? This is a standard room, meaning it's not a preferred room. It's not anywhere near probably the water park that they are built into or built next to. So it's just a normal room of just not accessibility, nothing like that, which you have below as far as options go. But again, just a normal room. And again, you can see all the pricing here, and we'll go through that as well. But for me, again, I'm going to show you how the upgrades work, okay? So I'm going to scroll all the way down through all the accessibility options, which are really nice to have as well. And then you'll see here that the prices are starting to go up because of the accessibility stuff being added in there as well. But if I keep going all the way down, this is what I usually choose for my own vacations. I go to the Volcano Bay View 2 queen beds. So it does add on quite a bit per night, or sorry, per stay, per package, because I'm choosing the room of the view of Volcano Bay for the water park. It does not include necessarily the admission to the water park. That's later on. We'll go through that in a minute. But it does actually show you, like, you can see the actual water park, which is cool. So I'm going to select that for the room, and then we'll give them here to load up. Get another pop-up. All right, so we've got it now. So this is where it gets kind of tricky, because it does now. So it did change. It changed my room over, my selection of my room over to the actual Volcano Bay view. Now again, this is not a preferred room at all. I only stay there because of the fact that it's got a great view of the actual water park for Cabana Bay. I love that, and that's why I choose it, because it's got great views on there. I love that part of it. Now you can always go down all the way through all these and choose other things if you want to, and get really, really intricate about your room itself, because there's a ton of rooms at that hotel. But for me, that's what I love about it the most. So I'm just going to stick with that one and do next step. Now, because, and again, this is my favorite thing about Universal Orlando, because you can choose to do a package with Universal Orlando that combines your flights, or combines your package of hotel, tickets, and flights, because you do get a discount on flights by doing this package with them. I think it's like 20-30% off the flights instead of booking it through the actual Expedia or wherever else. So it does, again, include just normal ones as it is. So, and you can always, but the best part is, again, you can always change your times of departure and arrival. It does sometimes change pricing a little bit, if you see, like, right there. So I'm going to keep it on Delta for now. So in this case, I'm beginning really late at night, but whatever, it's fine for now. and it's got main cabin. That's the other good thing about this too, is that you're not booking a basic economy flight that has no options of any changes really. I mean, you can always change it later, I guess, with like upgrades and all that, but this is already defaulting to a nicer, I would say, in my opinion, a nicer seats, or just the main cabin, more option seats on the flight. So I'm gonna keep that time and that airline just fine for now. And then we're doing a return flight, so this is for the Friday. So it's already defaulted to a 6:40 a.m. departure time, which is early, but is what it is, and the time that you get back. Now, that's not bad at all, so I'm gonna keep it the way it is again, and we'll do next step. Again, you can always customize this stuff to be later in the day or that kind of thing. It doesn't really give you the option to actually choose to like a first class or a business class. So keep that in mind. You are choosing, for the most part, to only be doing a main cabin seat on the based on the airline. So you're not choosing, you don't get the option to do a business class seat. I never actually seen a business class option or first class option either. So just keep that in mind too. But we're gonna keep on going. Now here's where it gets fun and more tricky, not tricky, but more fun, just because you can customize, again, your ticket package. Now, included within this price point over here to the right is going to be what you already chose in the beginning. It's going to be the 3-park, 3-day, park-to-park, plus 1-day Universal Epic Universe ticket. Now, what this means is, and I'll click on this to show you, and it might give me a better breakdown. Yeah, so we're not going to read all that, but basically, this means that you have three days in the park. Okay, so 3 days in the park. All 3 parks, so you've got, again, Universal Orlando, Epic Universe, and Islands of Adventure, all built in there. But the plus thing means that it's a separate thing. Or, I'm sorry, the three park name actually meant the Volcano Bay water park. My fault there. So you get all 3 normal parks, again, Universal Orlando, Islands of Adventure, and Cabana Bay, or the water park, I should say. Now, this does include plus, because we chose this package, plus the 1-day at Epic Universe is included. So it's going to let you choose down the road between those dates that we chose for the vacation. So since we did Monday, June 16th through Friday, June 20th, we can choose, to my knowledge of recording this, we can choose what day on those 5 days that you want to go to Epic Universe. There's no set time or day because you're choosing the whole week. So, and because we're not actively buying, I should say, a day ticket, a per day ticket. So we get the whole week to go but it's only 1 day, but we get the whole week to choose what day we want to go to Epic Universe. So that's nice to have. So we're gonna do that. Again, we have the number of days in the actual park, so 4 days right there, and then all 4 days we get all 3 parks, all that. So it's park hopping in their own terms, essentially same thing. And then next step. All right, now the next step of Universal Orlando for their package building is you have the option to do the Express Pass edition right here. You can always buy this same day as you're going, but usually if you buy it in the park or near your trip, it gets to be a lot more expensive because it is all date based. So if we want to do it now, again, you have the option up here to do 2 parks or 1 park. Now, what Express Passes are, and I'm trying to explain this as simple as I can because there's different versions of it, as you can see, is that you can see where it'll say, so let's say we're doing 2 parks. So again, this is only for Universal Orlando and Islands of Adventure. There's no Express Pass that I'm aware of for the water park at all. An Express Pass, again, for Universal is going to be where you can go through that. You're basically skipping the queue, skipping the line altogether, and you skip all that. So I'm going to add it on, let's just say, for everyone for this. Because again, it's per person, so it does add up. And I'm going to choose a starting date, which is the beginning of the trip. And again, right there, you're adding on almost $1,200 because it is pricey. Again, it is pricey. It's kind of the same thing as for like Disney World with the newly announced Premier Pass. So I'm going to add it on, but it's part of our package. And then we're going to go to next step. All right, now here's all the extra stuff you can do. And none of it's discounted really, but it does give you the option to add on extras as far as, Marvel Character Dining Experience, 3 broomsticks breakfast, leaky cauldron, all that stuff you can do. You can do add-on photo stuff on there from their photos. You can do a VIP experience. So if you really wanted to go crazy on this trip and have, again, an insane guide where they guide you, which means that you can you can basically do this one where you can do both parks 1 day private VIP experience ticket, which is basically where you meet up with the Universal expert and they do whatever you want for the entire day. You skip all the lines, so it has express pass. Actually, it's not an express pass. You actually go right to the ride. There's not even an express pass. You actually skip everything with this VIP tour and go right onto the ride, and you just get on. And you can do it all day long, and it's simple as that. It also includes food in that too, which is cool. Or you can do the one park version as well, or the other option as well. So you have kind of the option to do either of those. And then you have all the other enhancements as far as gift cards and golf and all that stuff, because they have a mini golf course there, which is cool, and all that moving forward. So we're gonna skip all that, but that's where you would add it on, is at the very end. Now, when Halloween Horror Nights exists, when the tickets are on sale for Halloween Horror Nights, that's all included in here too. So if you wanted to add on the RIP tour, you can always add it on under here as well, under VIP experience, that kind of thing. It's usually under the extra section, and that's where you would add it on. We're gonna keep on moving along. Now, this is where you can add on your own, I should say, your transportation. So I'm assuming you're flying in from whatever airport to Orlando to MCO. So this is where you have the option to do the shuttle, and it's cool because it is discounted quite a bit. So you can either do the round trip version where you do $40 for adult and $36 for kids, or the one way each way. So you pay either it's half, so $23 or $21, and that's a one way from the airport to the hotel, or vice versa. Now, these do take a lot of time. Like I did it 1 year, my first year traveling there. As far as like from Minnesota down to Orlando, I did this bus, and it took about an hour and a half from the actual airport down to the actual hotel, because they stop everywhere. Like, it's not like a preferred way. So after my first time, I actually ended up doing Ubers every time, because it was only like $30 for myself for an Uber from the airport at MCO to the Universal Hotel I was staying at. So it wasn't really much of a difference in price. So this does add up. But if you also want to do a car rental, you have that option too of doing car rental right here, and you can reserve it right there. I do not believe it is discounted at all. It just is an add-on to your package. But it does add the benefit right here of doing it where you can all, again, make it all one cohesive collective package, which is nice to have as well. So we're going to do next step. And back to where we were again before. I'm not sure why he's asking again, but we're going to just do the 16th, 3-day, yep, okay. And then moving on here. Alright, so we got the summary now, and it's got a summary of everything. So here we go. So we've got the, again, create your own universal package, $2 to children, the dates that we're doing, and the hotel, the room type, flight information, and then I will preface this to a disclaimer that you will not get your flight information as far as the e-ticket stuff, e-ticket information until your package is paid off. So if you're like me, where you do the deposit down, like the deposit for the actual trip first and you pay off over time, you will not get any e-ticket information, like a confirmation of your flights until your package is paid off. So just be aware of that. Because again, it's because your package isn't paid off yet, so why would they give it to you? So you're basically on standby until then. I mean, you are reserved for the flights, so you have that main cabin seats, but you cannot choose. But you basically cannot at this time see your seating or choose seating. You can't upgrade, because you can do all that later on if you want to. So you can do that, but because again, this is just a partnership between Delta and the actual and Universal Orlando. But again, you will not see any e-ticket confirmation, anything, until your package is fully paid off. However, if you do pay off everything right now in one shot, then you will get all that immediately. So that's kind of nice too. Just a heads up there. Again, we have the ticket summary, express pass information, the extras we added on as far as the discount on the vacation package, and just the default thing that they include. You have the option again to add on a travel protection if you want to, and so on and so forth. We're going to do the checkout now. It'll give you so here's where it shows the deposit. So basically you're paying a $50 deposit. So right now the way that Universal Orlando breaks down deposit information is basically by doing a $50 deposit for each member. So you're paying $200 for that. So $2 to kids. But anything extra, meaning flights, the express passes, all that stuff, because it's not a direct Universal Orlando, in a sense, ticket edition, meaning it's an additional cost to your package, that is all due today. It's all due up front. There's no way of getting around that. So whenever you add flights, RIP tour, VIP tour, express passes, because those are not technically part of your package as far as a collective like a discounted bundle, that is going to be due up front because it's separate stuff. So because mainly meaning that if you did this vacation package without any kind of VIP stuff, any RIP tour, anything like that, if you did no express pass, if you literally just went here and bought the hotel and tickets and just that type of package, then all you would owe is I believe it's $50 per person. That's it. But because we're adding on all this extra stuff, not extra, but we're making a cohesive package, flights, express pass, all that, because you're adding all that, all the pricing for all is all due up front, just a heads up. And then the remaining part of it is going to be due on May 2nd. So again, they require a little bit more time than Disney World, so 45 days due prior to the actual trip for all the rest to be done. Now, you can also do a monthly option as well, where you pay monthly. I've never done it before, but you have the option too, so it's a little bit nice. Unlike Disney, where you can actually do a financing option as well, and then we'll do the checkout, and that's where you log in. I didn't do any travel protection, so that's why it's airing out, but that's where you'd go. So that's kind of really the overall, summing it up way of doing a collective, cohesive Universal Orlando vacation package as well. Now, you can do the same thing in different variations. So like I said before at the beginning of the video, you can do one of these with an all Harry Potter experience. You can do one of them with all Halloween Horror Nights like I do. So this is just the most basic way of doing it. And it does discount down quite a bit too. Now, again, sometimes of the year they do have, again, like BOGOs and all that for the tickets too. So, but I just wanted to give you guys a hopefully easy to follow way of seeing how the bundles are done through both companies, because they do save you money if you go through them outright. And I personally prefer Universal Orlando's packaging because, again, you have the option to book your flights. I mean, everyone's different with how they book flights, so take that with what you will. But I love the fact that they have the bus included still, and the flights as part of the package too, as far as building it together. Because that way, the ease of use on it to basically say, like, because let's say that we're booking this trip a year in advance out, and you already have your flights added on and express pass added on. It's just an easier way of doing it, in my opinion, because that way you're not having to worry about flights later on for booking them and paying them off a little bit differently. I mean, they are due up front, so I guess blah blah blah, whatever I just said. But I think it's nice to have a package that does that in general. So hopefully this helps a little bit for both Disney World and Universal Orlando. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear that as well. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you all in the next video.